Did you know that in 2023, Canada saw the highest number of immigrants leaving the country in over a decade? Yes, you heard that right. For years, Canada has been a top destination for immigrants, offering free healthcare, a strong economy, and a high quality of life. But something has changed. More and more newcomers, who once believed they had found their dream home, are now packing up and leaving. What's driving this mass exodus? Is it the soaring cost of living? The difficulty in finding good jobs? Or is Canada simply no longer the land of opportunity it once was? In today's video, we're diving deep into this shocking trend and uncovering the real reasons why immigrants are leaving Canada in record numbers. Stay until the end. You might be surprised by what you hear. 1. The dream versus reality. For decades, Canada has been seen as a beacon of hope for immigrants worldwide. It's often ranked as one of the best places to live, work, and raise a family. People come to Canada with high expectations: a strong economy, access to world-class healthcare, safe communities, and promising career opportunities. These are the things that have made Canada one of the most sought-after destinations for immigration. But for many newcomers, the dream doesn't always match reality. One of the biggest challenges immigrants face is the skyrocketing cost of living. Major cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal have seen housing prices soar to unprecedented levels. According to a 2023 report from the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, the average price of a home in cities like Toronto and Vancouver has more than doubled in the past decade. Renting isn't much better. Rental prices have surged, making it difficult for newcomers to secure affordable housing. Many immigrants find themselves living in cramped apartments or sharing small spaces with multiple roommates just to make ends meet. And it's not just housing. The cost of groceries, utilities, and transportation has risen dramatically, adding financial pressure on those who are still trying to establish themselves. A simple grocery run that might have cost $50 a few years ago can now easily exceed $100. Public transit fares continue to increase, and even essentials like cell phone bills and internet services are among the most expensive in the world. Many immigrants arrive in Canada with the hope of landing jobs that match their skills and education, but they often face an entirely different reality. Degrees and professional experience from other countries are frequently unrecognized, forcing highly skilled professionals into low-wage jobs that have nothing to do with their expertise. Imagine being a doctor, engineer, or lawyer in your home country, only to arrive in Canada and struggle to find work outside of retail, warehouses, or Uber driving. The disappointment is real. For many immigrants, the financial struggle is overwhelming, and the dream of Canada begins to feel like an illusion. With the cost of living rising and job opportunities limited, many are left questioning whether staying in Canada is truly worth it. 2. Why immigrants struggle to integrate. When people think of Canada, they think of a diverse, welcoming society that celebrates multiculturalism. And while it's true that Canada is home to people from all over the world, the reality of integrating into Canadian society is not as simple as it seems. One of the biggest barriers for newcomers is the job market. Even when immigrants do find work, they often struggle with underemployment. Highly educated professionals frequently find themselves stuck in survival jobs that don't reflect their qualifications. This happens because many Canadian employers require Canadian experience, which is difficult for immigrants to have upon arrival. Meanwhile, the process of getting foreign credentials recognized can be slow, expensive, and frustrating, leaving many feeling trapped in jobs well below their skill level. Then there's the challenge of building a social life. Moving to a new country is already difficult, but making meaningful connections can feel nearly impossible. While Canada is known for its politeness, many immigrants report feeling isolated, struggling to form friendships or professional networks. In large cities where life is fast-paced, people tend to keep to themselves, making it hard for newcomers to feel included. Language barriers can also create challenges, even for those who speak English or French. A strong accent or different cultural communication styles can sometimes lead to discrimination or difficulty in advancing within the workplace. Many immigrants feel they must work twice as hard to prove themselves, and yet they still struggle to feel fully accepted in Canadian society. For many, this isolation and frustration become too much to bear. The dream of starting a new life in Canada starts to feel more like a daily battle, leading some to question whether it's worth staying. The reality is that while Canada is welcoming on paper, The actual experience of integrating into Canadian society can be incredibly challenging. 3. The mass exodus. Why immigrants are leaving Canada. So why are so many immigrants choosing to leave Canada? The answer is simple. The struggles they face outweigh the benefits of staying. Many newcomers arrive with high expectations, only to be met with financial hardship, job market barriers, and social isolation. The cost of living continues to rise, and despite working hard, many immigrants find themselves stuck in low-paying jobs with little room for advancement. Some realize that they could have a better quality of life elsewhere, either by returning to their home countries or moving to other destinations like the US, Australia, or Europe, where economic conditions might be more favorable. Recent studies have shown that more immigrants are leaving Canada within their first 5 years than ever before. Some leave because they miss the familiarity of home, while others leave because they feel they simply cannot build a stable future in Canada. This trend is concerning for Canada's future. The country relies on immigration to support its workforce and economy. If skilled workers continue to leave, it could create long-term economic problems. But for those who have made the difficult decision to leave, the reasons are clear. Canada is no longer the promised land it once was. So what does this all mean for Canada? Should the government take action to address these growing concerns? And for those considering immigration, is Canada still the right choice? We want to hear from you. Are you an immigrant in Canada? Have you faced similar struggles? Or do you know someone who has left? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on more important discussions like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.